careless and keep acting reckless. I'm just a humble voice, man.
It's that time again when we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Thursday, the 16th day of July. Yeah. This is brand new from Ajamu. Recruiting soldiers for the Lord. Another great track. Wow. Nonetheless, we've got to do what we've got to do, how we've got to do it. So let's do what we do. Heavenly Father, we praise you, Lord, for allowing us to witness another blessed day full of your mercy and grace. We accept this gift and look forward to walking by faith and not by sight. Only you know what this day will bring, and we trust you. Thanks in advance for your covering and dispatching angels to keep us safe as we travel to our jobs, schools, and various appointments. May you continue to make our crooked path smooth, provide for us, and heal us in the precious name of Jesus. Amen, amen, and can I get an amen? Just another one? Yeah, he sends two. Thursday's blessings. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Yep. Have a blessed day, everybody. That's a great one. Hope you're having a good morning thus far, because it is a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yeah, trust me, it is. Nice. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Vida out there in Pomrose, good morning to you and your family. Nice. Petlin, good morning to you. Of course, the Maxwin family out there in Munich. Urban Mason, good morning to you and the family. Branny and family, good morning. Eric Galba Mitchell, good morning. Yeah, I call him Pops. You know, he grew me up as a little boy growing up, you know, and I say that he was one of the elders in the neighborhood in Dunfermline. Good morning. Good morning to Macklin Pope. Yeah. And Sagarat and P.T. Bum. Good morning. Yeah. Nice. Pearls, good morning. The village of Pearls and Dunfermline. Yeah, Pearls and Dunfermline. That's home. Miss Lyra, good morning. A second mom. Yeah, good morning to the entire family, all the children, everybody. Good morning. Alstead John. Yeah, Claudette and Pep and Pax. Brother Ackley. Yeah, Ann Williams, Catherine. Good morning to the entire Pearls posse, man. All right, good morning here also to Yulin Alexander, Michelle Bernard, Yolan Swan, Jillian McIntyre, Monica Miros Williams, Althea Edwards, who else is here? Sylvina Charles, Mildred Smith, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Hope all is well. Hilarion Doodoo Gunpot, good morning. Grand Rising, he likes to say. Sharian Nichols, I find you waking up early these days, girl. What? August on your mind. Yolan Swan, how are you doing? How's Bevin and everybody? Hope everybody is doing fine. Joan Brathwaite Batson. Anne-Marie Farray, good morning to you. Lucille Pascal. Joylyn Barry, good morning. Good morning to Erlin, all the way in the U.S. Good morning. Miss Claudette Wells and family. How is the dog? Claudette has a dog that waits for my signal on mornings. Oh my goodness. Lovey, good morning to you. Hope you're doing fine. Hope everybody's doing well. The word of the day is up next. Debbie and family in Crushu, good morning. Yeah, there's Crushu, right? Good morning. The Sandersons, good morning, good morning. Gracelyn Buckmeyer just joining us. So good to have you. Lauren Salim, good morning to you and your dear son. Good morning. And the entire family. Joan, good morning. Somebody is celebrating tomorrow. Nice. It's 23 minutes on to 7. The buses, yeah, transporting the nation's passengers, the commuters to and fro. Please, please, please drive carefully, drive cautiously. The Nutsman in Corinth, mechanic partner, what's up? How's everybody? The family, all right? Nice. As we are with the word of the day, Esther and your son, good morning. I really have to get his name, you know.
Welcome to GB.
Such a charming young man, you know. Yeah, good morning to you, man.
Best way to start your day.
Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan, good morning to you all.
Joseph,
Kathy and Kenneth, Zuri and Solange, good morning.
bring your
Well, Zuri now, this Zuri leads me to the other Zuri and Zavi. I really have to get the name of my last cousin, you understand what I'm saying? Good morning, Skeeter, Poddy, Sam, Jerry, Archie, Delia, Daisy. Good morning to you all and all the children, all my little cousins, them, yeah. The word of the day today is feasible. 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 And it simply means possible to do. Possible to do. The plan is feasible.
diaspora.
Yeah, the plan, it's possible to do it. To execute the plan.
GB and Facebook page.
Gigi Giles and Denzel, good morning. Good morning, Toya. ASP McQueen and family.
Morning conversation.
Nice. Mr. Victor next door, Miss Randa next door, Rashiba downstairs. Corinth, good morning. I'm trying to say good morning to the whole of Corinth. Yeah. Nice.
Grenada. Good morning.
Other motivational tip of the day is up next. My friends on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, good morning. Cayolas and Bernard, good morning to you. Gailey, good morning to you, and Jonah and Gurley and what's his name again? Can't remember his name. Nonetheless, Fen, good morning. I know she cussing, she quarreling. Don't call me so. Miss Murray, good morning to you. Do you have any? Nice. It's a good day to have a good day. Pastor Laurie Dominic and the family. Folks, don't forget that crusade is going on in Laura at the moment. Please go on out and be blessed. Nice. Here it comes. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. You understand what I'm saying? Difficulties in life, they're intended to make us better, not bitter. Learn from them. Difficulties are hurdles that you jump over. They are set there to make you stronger. When you have a difficult task, and you take your time and you go through all different methodologies, that's a big word, different approaches, different ways that you use to get over that problem. When you get out on the other side, it didn't make you bitter, it made you better. Yeah, nice. Folks, Safe Grenada is up next. Stay with us. They can stay with us.
Bring your opinion too.
Collaboration with the ministry, not the ministry, however, but the RGPF, the Royal Grenada Police Force, and the GBN, as we endeavor to keep you as safe as we possibly can. We can do our part, the rest is left up to you. You don't take on the tips that we give, then that's your fault. We are providing you with the information. Put them into good use. Don't take them for granted. Montrose, good morning. Tivoli, Ahoma.
I am Odison Fraser, Police Constable number 201, and we are here to enlighten you on road safety as we approach the carnival season. Safety for every road user. When using the pedestrian, make sure eye contacts are made with every driver and the lights has changed to green for you to cross. Be extra vigilant and make sure you get to go ahead before you start crossing.
As we approach the carnival season, let us all remember to obey our speed limit signs. Remember, 20 miles for all class of vehicles within the town of St. George's, 35 for public and commercial vehicles out of the town, and 40 for private motor vehicles. Please obey your speed limit signs.
I also want to engage pedestrians, especially at night when traveling on the nation's road. Please wear bright colors or something reflective so you can be seen by a driver.
Drivers, please be mindful that distracted driving at any time is a danger on our nation's road. Remember to leave the mobile device alone and anything that may distract you from being focused while driving. There is a saying, if you are texting or doing anything whilst driving, then who is driving? I'm here again to remind motorists that drinking while driving or being under the influence of alcohol is an offense. It is not only an offense, but it is dangerous. Remember, the alcohol limit is 70 micrograms of alcohol in 100 milliliters of Bex. If you're caught over the limit, you will be arrested. Furthermore, if you are enjoying the festive season, please remember to take a rest. Take a 5-10 minutes, recuperate before start driving if you have to. In addition to that, remember, just as how oil and water don't mix, so is alcohol and fatigue.
I also want to remind you of some general safety tips as we approach the carnival season. If you are driving or you're in charge of a vehicle, make sure that vehicle is well secured by locking all doors, putting up all your windows. If that vehicle have an alarm system, make sure it is activated before you leave. Park your vehicle in well-lit areas or somewhere that is secure. So I just want to admonish you to pay attention to these safety rules and regulations. Remember, safety is everybody's business, but your personal safety is your business.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is often said a word to the wise is sufficient. You heard it. Should I say from the horse's mouth? Horses are dangerous but to use nowadays. Good morning to the world. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Auntie, good morning. That's Winifred Hancock. How you doing? Miss Annie and Joe. The entire home circle. Good morning. Uncle Glidon. Curti, Kali, Cassie, and the children. Good morning. Nigel and Nyon and your dear wife. Good morning. Listen, good morning, family.
Good morning.
Hey, folks, it's now 14 minutes on to 7 o'clock, the morning edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. They're straight ahead.
Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. 'Cause you support you wherever you road me. We'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time. Next day, oh.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
GVN Massology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0. And it all starts here. Live from GVN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GVN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and spice man's vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Massology is what the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Massology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Massology, the heartbeat of Spice Man.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, the 16th of July, 2026. In the headlines, housing reconstruction continues in Carriacou. Grenada promotes trade and investment at CARICOM celebration. In the region, Caribbean and African negotiators make the case for reparations. Internationally, Venezuela's earthquake survivors face uncertain future. And in sports, capacity building program strengthens community sports club. And of course, Argentina through to the final of the FIFA World Cup. The details to this and more are straight ahead.
Hello Grenada, this is Blackadan. On the 18th of July, I'm welcoming you to Radisson Hotel Car Park for the second installment of Groovy White.
Groovy White, a celebration of groovy music. Blackadan. Famanapi. Nyla Blackman.
It's your girl Nyla Blackman and I will be performing live at Groovy White.
College boy Jesse.
Coming back, Sandra, when you're coming to shoot on the junction.
Crystal. Alma boy. Angie boy. Happy boy. Inspector. Lava man. Valine Mandela Links. Mr. Killer. Sabrina Francis. And Riggy Atmosphere. Grenadian host VC. And live from Trinidad. Sunny Bling. General tickets $100. VIP only $500. Groovy White. Radisson Car Park. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday, July 18th. Sponsors.
Come experience the spirit, strength, and beauty of Carriacou. Join us for the Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, happening July 31st to August 2nd. Feel the excitement of thrilling boat races across our crystal clear water. Enjoy vibrant onshore activity, music, food, and pure vibe. This is more than a festival. It's resilience, culture, and unforgettable memories, all in one place. So, gather your crew, bring your energy, and come sail into the celebration. Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, anchored in tradition, sailing to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to tomorrow.
Good morning, everybody. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, the government is continuing its post-Hurricane Beryl recovery efforts in Carriacou, with 3 more families to receive newly constructed houses under its low-income housing program. Construction is also progressing on additional houses in Dumfries, alongside work on prefabricated housing units as part of the wider reconstruction program. Government officials say the project reflects their ongoing commitment to helping families transition into safe, climate-resilient houses while rebuilding communities across Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Grenada's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Raisha Crony, led the country's participation in the 53rd anniversary of the Caribbean Community. As chair of this year's CARICOM Events Committee, Grenada's High Commission also hosted a Pure Grenada exhibition showcasing locally produced goods, the island's cultural heritage, and investment opportunities in tourism, renewable energy, agribusiness, the blue economy, and the creative industries. Officials say the event provided an important platform to strengthen regional cooperation while promoting Grenada as a destination for trade and investment and reaffirming the country's commitment to advancing CARICOM's shared development goals. Those are the local stories. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. Turning our attention now to the region, Caribbean and African negotiators, they've made the case for reparations. We have more in this OCM report.
A joint negotiation team with officials from the Caribbean community and Africa will be making presentations to European countries in their call for reparations. During a media briefing yesterday hosted by the CARICOM Reparations Commission, Barbados's CARICOM ambassador David Commission gave an update on the call for reparations.
We are already seeing and sensing a new momentum since the Caribbean joined forces in partnership with Africa, and that partnership was really cemented last year at the second Africa CARICOM Heads of Government Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia on the 7th of September, where CARICOM and the AU produced the Addis Ababa Declaration on a Transcontinental Partnership in Pursuit of Reparation. These are early days yet. No doubt in the weeks and months ahead, you are going to see the rolling out of a joint Africa CARICOM approach towards negotiation with the relevant European governments.
Meantime, apart from reparations, Sir Hilary Beckles said there is currently ongoing discussions with some West African countries regarding relocation of Caribbean citizens.
This is something that we are actively involved in. We are having conversations with the African Union about extending the facilities and the infrastructure to allow this movement to gain even greater traction. But we believe that the governments that have participated in the kidnapping and theft of these people should come to the table to help to negotiate how as many of them who wish to return home should be allowed to return, to be resettled, and to be integrated effectively into their communities.
This was a topic addressed by regional heads in St. Lucia 2 weeks ago.
Now looking further afield, 3 weeks after devastating earthquake struck Venezuela, rescue operations are winding down as authorities begin the long task of rebuilding shattered communities. Many families remain displaced and uncertain about their future, with some saying they have received little information beyond damage assessments of their homes. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Authorities here are still trying to recover bodies from collapsed buildings. As those operations gradually come to an end, the focus is beginning to shift toward rebuilding. For many survivors of Venezuela's recent earthquake, the uncertainty is far from over. Juan Comana has been living in a tent outside his destroyed home in La Guaira since the earthquakes. His family is still waiting to find out what comes next.
The only thing they've done here is conduct a census. They asked for my name, my ID number, and how many people live here. They inspected the house from the outside, marked it with a red tag, and declared it uninhabitable.
In Playa Verde, government crews have begun repairing one of the few state-sponsored social housing complexes that remain standing after the earthquakes. The goal is to make the apartments safe enough for people to return. Antonio Maynard is one of the residents. Although his apartment is still standing, he and dozens of other families remain outside while repairs continue.
Yes, the government is helping us. It has assumed its responsibilities in response to this disaster, and it's providing the support that's needed.
Most international search and rescue teams have now left Venezuela. The foreign missions that remain are focused on humanitarian assistance, providing food, medical care, and other basic support to families living in temporary camps.
They are giving people false hope, especially those who lost their apartments. All they've done is carry out a census, but rebuilding will take years. That's not true. Right now, we can't trust the government. We haven't received any answers, any assistance, or anything at all.
3 weeks after the earthquakes, headlines are beginning to fade. But for the communities living through this disaster, recovery will take far longer than the moment everything changed. Nori Soto, Al Jazeera, La Guaira.
May God help them. And that concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. And if you're a FIFA World Cup supporter or fanatic, then you would have heard that Argentina, they did what they did best. Comeback. They have the comeback, the ideal comeback story. England scoring first in the semi-final match yesterday. Scoring first when it looked as though all hopes were gone. Then Argentina came back and won that contest 2-1. All right, so Argentina will now face Spain in the final. We will have a more comprehensive story on that in our luncheon and the primetime newscast. And the National Sports Council will on Friday conclude its 10-day capacity building pilot program for community sports clubs. The initiative, held in collaboration with the St. Mark and St. John Parish Sports Councils, was designed to strengthen community sports organizations through training in club governance, leadership, coaching, financial management, and long-term sustainability. Organizers say participating clubs will leave the program with practical governance documents and action plans to help improve their operations. NSC Chairman Patrick Simmons says the program is an investment in the volunteers, coaches, and administrators who play a vital role in developing athletes and strengthening grassroots sports across Grenada. That's all the sports we've got at this time. Like I said, we'll have more sports in a luncheon and primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
weather forecast. We now join forecaster who has been MIA for a while, Eugene Wint, for this morning's weather forecast. Mr. MIA, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent, and good morning to listeners also. Here's the weather for today, Thursday, the 16th of July. Currently at points near experiencing fair conditions. Winds are from the east at 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.8 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 27.6 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 81%. Yesterday's maximum temperature recorded was 30.7 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 0.2 millimeters of rainfall recorded point Lean. Winds brings July's total to 106.1 millimeters. Then let's go to the public forecast value for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair with a few light isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Today's maximum temperature is picture have 31 degrees Celsius, with winds come from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are expected to be moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling low at 11 o'clock this morning. They actually had 5 o'clock this evening. Sunset this evening is at 36 minutes past 6, and sunrise tomorrow is at 9 minutes to 6. Just to recap, here's the public forecast for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair with a few light isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. For the mid-service at the Mara Bishop International Airport, this is Eugene.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Have yourself a great day now. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. In the local news, housing reconstruction continues in Carriacou, and Grenada promotes trade and investment at CARICOM celebration. In the region, Caribbean and African negotiators make the case for reparations. Internationally, Venezuela's earthquake survivors face uncertainty in the future. And in sports, Argentina defeats England, and a capacity building program strengthens community sports clubs. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, the 16th day of July. On behalf of the entire news department and everyone who made this newscast possible, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe and productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM, we say thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. Have a great day now, everybody. Bye-bye.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world. Looking to make smarter financial decisions? Join ACB Grenada Bank for its Investment Education Forum on Tuesday, 28th July 2026 at 2 p.m. This virtual session is designed to help you better understand investment opportunities and financial planning. Scan the QR code on your screen to register and reserve your place today. ACB Grenada Bank, helping you build a stronger financial future.
Come experience the spirit, strength, and beauty of Carriacou. Join us for the Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, happening July 31st to August 2nd. Feel the excitement of thrilling boat races across our crystal clear water. Enjoy vibrant onshore activity, music, food, and pure vibe. This is more than a festival. It's resilience, culture, and unforgettable memories, all in one place. So gather your crew, bring your energy, and come sail into the celebration. Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, anchored in tradition, sailing to tomorrow. To tomorrow. To tomorrow. To tomorrow.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Old Mass is back, and it's bigger and funnier than ever. St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Corporation and Grenlec present Old Mass 2026 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School on Sunday, July 19th from 3 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of laughs, local entertainment, exciting prizes, and a special appearance by the Carnival Queen contestants. Tickets are $40 for adults and $15 for children. Available from any Lions or Leo member, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. July 19th at GBSS promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Old Mass, we not giving up. See you then. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. I'm with Dem.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic. Bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
It's 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. At this time, I am going to the man of the moment, the television star, and that person being Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. Star, good morning.
A pleasant morning to you, also to our lovely listeners this morning, especially our drivers this morning, those that are locked on onto the station and they're hearing the sound of my voice and waiting for that traffic update so that they can decide what to do and where they're going and how they should do things this morning. A special morning to you. And this morning is rather a quiet morning in the Trial State of Grenada, Carriacou, and Sweetie Martinique as it relates to traffic flowing along our nation's road, especially throughout our towns in the Trial State of Grenada, Carriacou, and Sweetie Martinique. But as we take a closer look at the town of St. George and we start in the area of Calavini, we do have a moderate flowing traffic coming out from the western side, heading to the south of the island, especially those who are heading towards the Grand Dance direction. It's still moderate flowing along that area, and most of the traffic are going to the Springs direction. But from the Grand Dance head up to the Q&E James Boulevard and other areas, we do have light to moderate flowing traffic in both directions, with a lighter flow with the traffic coming out from the Grand Dance direction and the heavier, but nothing to be alarmed of at this particular moment as we take a look at the area of the western side. It is rather quiet there as well, with the volume of traffic coming out from the Cherry Hill direction, that the traffic that flows from the stairs come right down to the western side onto Cherry Hill, Queen's Park area. So that traffic there is lightly flowing at this particular time. As we know, River Road area, moderately flowing. Grandetang traffic coming out from the Grandetang direction onto the Tempe Decal roundabout area there. We do have light to moderate flowing traffic coming out from that direction. Mount Parnassus, Tempe, traffic there, light as well at this particular moment. As we now focus on the area of the Lucas Street roundabout there, the traffic coming out from the Lucas Street, Marseille, Louters Lane. At this particular moment, we do have light flowing traffic with just moderate flowing traffic coming up from the St. Paul's direction at this particular time. As I said, nothing to be alarmed of. As the traffic, as we stated this morning, most of the areas are light to moderate flowing traffic in most of the areas at this particular time. Springs have a similar light flow of traffic as well, and all the surrounding areas. So if you're traveling along these roads this morning, it definitely means that you can do so with a sense of easement and without any unnecessary obstruction. We have no reported accident at this particular time, as we have on times around this time. But nevertheless, drivers can drive along as the areas we normally see with that sense of easement. But as we dive right over to the accident state for the past 24 hours, we did have a total of 5 minor 5 minor. Yesterday we had a 9 reported, and we see here we had a decrease now of 4. So it definitely means that accident state is fluctuating from time to time. So at times you would see, and especially you get the higher and on the weekend, and during the week it will tend to drop. But we still want to see that necessary reduction that we aspire at the end of 2026. But again, we want to appeal to drivers to continue to drive safely. So with the 5 traffic headquarters at a total of 2 minor accidents, Guav, Birch Grove, and the South Police Station had 1 respectively. So again, we want to appeal to drivers to continue to drive safely along the nation's road. Be focused. Be focused, be focused. And that is what is required of you while being there. Once you focus, then your mind will be on driving, and you will be able to practice defensive driving. If someone was not focused and while driving, then you will be able to take the necessary reactive approach to avoid accidents. And sometimes we always tell persons defensive driving, not because you have the right of way, does not mean that you'll be able to, that you would proceed, especially if you see danger or you perceive danger. It definitely means that you are being more observant than the other driver, and you take the necessary action to avoid that accident.
Sarge, let me just butt in here. That statement that you just made, right? There's an old saying, it's better to be safe and alive, right and alive, than right and dead. So even if you know that you have the right of way, but you realize that if you proceed with that forward motion, the driver that is coming to you is reckless and it will cause a head-on collision. Sometimes you give up your rights.
Absolutely. Even if you're at a roundabout. Sometimes, yeah. It's not saying that you do not have the right of way, but it's just to prevent or avoid a collision. Or, as I said, it can save your life or even save you from injuries that may cause you some form of disability. So let's be observant as well in everything that we do.
Okay. All right.
Yes. As we approach the carnival season, we know that loud music tends to be one of the things that persons think it's okay. But remember, it is not okay around time. Despite it is carnival, yes, we might give a little leeway, but persons do take advantage of the situation. Because remember, not everybody have the level of tolerance to deal with the loud music, especially coming out from motor vehicles. Sometimes you're in your home and the vehicle's passing and it's shaking all your windows and so on. We just want to let persons know that it is an offense on the road traffic regulation, under Regulation 28, to the annoyance of the person or the police officer. And it is an offense, and also under the Noise Pollution Act.
Right. Pause right there again. It is an offense, right? And it to get into the offense, does it necessarily have to be after someone is annoyed by it? Because even this morning, like after 2 thereabout, just in my kind of waking motions, a vehicle was passing on the main road and it was loud and you could hear it from way up. So sometimes I wonder, I mean, we say that all the time, but is this really an offense? Because I don't think everyone in the RGPF is deaf. They're hearing it. Vehicles pass through town with loud music. They pass in front of the police stations with loud music. So what is happening there?
I think so you have to be realistic. Sometimes if a vehicle is passing, and sometimes when you get to that vehicle, unless you get the registration number of that vehicle and you take the necessary action after. But sometimes when you hear the sound of the music and you decide to deal with the situation, the vehicle may pass, as I said, unless you get the vehicle registration number and you deal with it accordingly. But yes, it is an offense under the road traffic regulation, firstly, and also under the Noise Pollution Act. And there are ways that these can be dealt with as it relates to taking persons at task. Well, under the road traffic regulation, they can be ticketed, and under the Noise Pollution Act, music and so on can be confiscated after a second warning, and the penalties of going to court and so on comes thereafter.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, the laws are there to be enforced and to be to be adhered to. But we seem, as my good friend always says on my calling programs, Grenada is proving to be a lawless society. We love, violating the laws. But I would love to hear from the public, how they think we can address this. Maybe we will talk about that later on in my program. Yeah, but that's it, basically.
Absolutely, I think we've reached the point where we've exhausted not just most of our time as it relates to reporting. It's just the fact that as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, we expect heavier volume of traffic, and we know what to do in times like these. And that's we'll just dive right into the question that we would normally ask on a morning time.
Yeah, if you're texting or doing anything else that distracts you from staying in full control of that vehicle, then the question is, who's driving?
Who's driving?
Who's driving that vehicle? It's automatic, but you need someone to take care of it in the controls. So you don't text and drive. You don't be distracted while you're driving. All right, so that's it, Sarge. Have a great day. Keep on starring, man.
Thank you very much.
You and your entire team at the traffic department and by extension the rank and file of the RGPF. Have a great day.
You as well and your entire team.
Bye-bye. Folks, that has been the traffic report, a sort of extended version of it. As a matter of fact, this morning we will be engaging into some conversations on that, the enforcement of these laws. We take a commercial break. We'll be back with the conversation. Don't you go anywhere.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
What happens when you add groovy? Power soca and calypso all in one weekend. We get Sammy's Weekend. The most amazing part of the Spice Mass build-up comes to Progress Park St. Andrew. A trio of competitive shows. Thursday, July 23rd from 8 p.m. The Brian Griffin Groovy semifinals. Friday, July 24th, also at 8 p.m. Dr. Trevor Friday Power Soca semifinals. And on Sunday, July 26th, the Melody Popitet Calypso semifinals. 5 p.m. sharp. Come out and support the artists as they each give 100% to secure a place in the finals. 3 crowns at stake, 3 nights facing the judges, and 3 nights of thrilling the audience. Sammy's Weekend, July 23rd, 24th, and Sunday the 26th. Progress Park.
GVN Massology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0, and it all starts here. Live from GVN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GVN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and Spice Mass vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Massology is where the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Massology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Massology, the heartbeat of Spice Mass. Don't miss it.
Mommy, I want to go in Uncle Tapri Kids Fest.
You wash the waves? You clean your room? You make up your bed?
Yes, Mommy. I don't ever want to miss Uncle Tapri Kids Fest, you know. It's a free go-kart rides, free face painting, free horseback riding, and all the favorite cartoon characters will be there. Plus, Uncle Natty and Tonda, Uncle Kerry, Uncle Mori and Uncle Tara, Uncle Dash, Uncle Pippi and Uncle Jack. Gap King, Uncle Lava and Angelo, Uncle Califan, Happy Boy, plus Uncle Jello, and not forgetting my favorite Uncle Talpri. Saturday, July 18th, Monrouge Plainfield, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admission. Kids $10 and adults is $20. It's the biggest kids event in Grenada every year, so how I gonna miss that?
Child, behave yourself, eh?
Mommy, if you don't bring me in there, I don't know what I go do it.
Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset Over White. Are you ready? Featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band. They'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration, the encore, you don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150, VIP $550. Get your tickets now at GoToFed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026. Sunset Over White, Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the encore.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, and let's start the conversation. It's 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. A guest that I had for in-house this morning is not here, and it gives us some time. There are some areas that I want to hear from you on that. Really want to hear your take on it. Right. How should the police, someone raised that to my attention now. There was this, proliferation of gun violence recent times. It died down a bit, but now we heard of a gun incident on Sunday. All right. Now, with the festive season on us, right there, someone said to me, and I'd like to hear your response to that, the police should because of their knowledge, their database, they should search their databases and look for the known troublemakers, right? Those are the words of the gentleman. Look for the known troublemakers, right? The gang leaders and so forth, and have them put away for the season. That's one. The issue that Sergeant Troy, Paul, and I just spoke about, the loud music, I'd like to hear your suggestions on that, because we know that the law is there, all right? The law is there. However, it's not being enforced. We know that also. We know the law is there, but we also know that the law is not being enforced. And then, thirdly, children attending adults' events. What should be done? So, three things out. Police looking for the troublemakers, the known troublemakers, the violent ones, and have them in some sort of restraining area for the season. How should they deal with the loud music? And children attending adult events. What should be done with that? How can we deal with that? Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good Remember, morning and listeners and morning to the listeners and the viewers. I was very encouraged when you mentioned about the lawlessness, because you're very lawless. In fact, let me just give you a little something. You know, it is proven that by an American Israeli sociologist that 1% of people generally are honest. Another 1% would be always dishonest. And the rest of the 98% of us would be opportunistically dishonest. If we feel we could get away, we'll get away. The thing I'm saying that to say that we know the folks who are creating difficulty. So we don't have to lock them up. What we have to do is to disarm them by reporting them. So we know that. In terms of the children at activities, again, parents need to be held accountable. What is the third one?
The loud music. The law is there, it's not enforced.
We're joking, you know, and then some people, especially this season, they take it as a liberty that they could do anything. We have to have compassion for one another, especially elderly people and children. So, I mean, I think we have to hold one another accountable, become radically honest, admit that we have not been doing good to each other, generally speaking. And then I know a number of people who are tortured by their neighbors. They complain all the time. But what we need to do is we have to work collectively. But we don't want to do that. We only want to complain and they expect some miracle to happen. So in a sense,
yeah,
I would say that some of the people that need to benefit from what you and others will be speaking about around this time, they're not listening because they either maybe start drinking and smoking already. So we had to find a way to get everybody engaged and committed. Because having, you know, it is said that an educated person is easy to govern, but an uneducated person, you have to rule them. We have to move towards where people are educated, not necessarily by facts and figures, but by their responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. The number 435-2041, that's the number you can call to get in on the conversation. It's 26 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Greetings.
Very important subject matter, Mr. Joseph. But now, I'm certain that you will recall that these issues have been discussed from time to time on this here radio station and on others. Yes, indeed. Deja vu. So that is why I reckon that it is time we take, quote-unquote, the bull by the horn and deal. You see, Mr. Joseph, Grenadians, you had to excuse me because I come from a background of a mechanic. Since I was a boy, I loved this sort of thing, dissecting things, fixing, repairing, and realizing even from then that if you want to correct something, you have to go to the foundation, you have to go to the base. You cannot repair it superficially. You cannot under any circumstances. The hypocrisy shown by some of us tells us that. They skin teeth and grin with you. But behind that, they're looking to stab you. If you want to correct it, remove the hypocrite grin and deal with the matter. And so, when you are truthful, honest, and trustworthy to others, how do we reach that stage? Our country have, quote-unquote, granted, quote-unquote, political independence in 1974. Nothing has changed since then. The people who aspire and gain responsibility in the level of politics, they have learned the system, they have studied it, it works well for them. It has created a quote-unquote tete for them. So as long as it goes on, as it continues to be in this state, they enjoy it, they feel good, but we suffer. They deprive us, many of us, of education. Others don't understand the importance of it to round up, and they end up just like their brothers and sisters and their parents before. We are deficient in many things. Every day the deficiencies are being shown and heard of on this public radio. What do? Let us. And this is where the leadership of the country comes in. They tell us, it's the people's business. Yes, the people's business, clearly. But the people need leadership. That is why we elect leaders. Leaders to take directions in conjunction with the people for a new course of the nation into the future. This is what we want. We want leaders in this country who would understand that if we want to correct the deficiencies in morality, civil understanding, in politics, in economics, how our country is being run as compared to how it can be run, to create greater conditions for us and our future generations, we have to establish a proper foundation. And you know what that foundation is, Mr. Joseph? You have me commented on it.
The Constitution.
If we don't do that, we're doing nothing. You will hear this conversation repeated. We stop here to give somebody else a chance this morning. Thank you very much for what it's worth.
Thank you, caller. Have a great one. It's 22 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and we've got a caller via our WhatsApp platform. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent, and how are you doing today?
I am alive and thankful, most importantly. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. And I'm calling in regards to, because I'm noticing that there are certain things that are going on in regards to, let's say, for instance, the parking of vehicles in places that causes obstruction to vehicles and so forth, even in the town of Grenville and other places.
Right.
But there's one thing certainly that I do notice, that business places are allowed to put cones in front of their places, which tell you that nobody can park in front of their places, which means that they own the rights to whoever who can park in front of their place. Now, based on the law, it says that the law is interpreted as to any reasonable person would understand it. So if the businesses are able to put cones in front of their places and parking to avoid people from parking and allow people from parking, then I in my home should be able to allow people to park in front of my home in the road.
Well, let me tell you, let me stop you right there. I remembered earlier in the year, I had, he was Corporal then, Corporal Troy Paul, that does the traffic report on mornings, and we spoke about that practice because I made mention of some businesses in town, in St. George's, they use the cones, and he said, if there's a cone that is not placed there by the police, and you want to park, you have the right to remove that cone there and park, because no one has that authority except the police.
But even in regards to the police, Mr. Innocent, it is noted that the only time a police can change a regulation as regards to a road, it has to be gazetted. So what you're saying, that the police can wake up this morning and say, I'm willing to change it here now?
No, for example, in emergency cases, all right, the police can do, there are certain leeways that they have for emergency, but in terms of a permanent fix, all right, it is stated that no business owner has the right to block any roadway in front of their business. Okay, you can't do that.
But aren't we seeing that going on consistently,
of course,
all over the place in Grenada?
Hence the reason for the conversation this morning. Enforcement of the laws. The laws are there, but are they being enforced? No.
Obviously, that's correct. So the police have a right to go now and collect all the cones that they see in Grenville, all the cones that they see in St. George's. So nobody put down cones.
Yeah. All right. So it's a real conundrum, but nonetheless, I do hope that, and it always it ties back to what my first caller said. If we become, or we attempt to become, more law-abiding citizens, we know the do's and the don'ts. Of course, we will falter now and then. Something might happen. You might have an emergency that you have to pull up quickly. For example, there are times if I am driving and I want to park in an area that I know is a no parking area, but something happens that I must stop there, I always look for the closest police officer and say, listen, I have to run into that pharmacy right there just to collect something. Could you permit me to park for him? So the police is the first judge. All right, and you ask, you're not telling him you're parking there. I don't tell him. I ask him, is it okay for me to park there for a minute or two, and then I get the car. And so things do happen. The law is there to to make life easier, but we have to become more law-abiding.
That is correct. Thank you very much, Innocent.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a great one. It's 18 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Why did I say 7? Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Okay, caller, you need to fix that radio and, get away from the radio and come back to us. 435-2041, that's the number you call. We're looking at police response to the known troublemakers in terms of violence and so forth. Someone said that they need to rung them up before the season and let them go after. We also want to, hear your take on the loud music. How could they enforce that law? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm the same way. We're grateful to be above ground this morning.
Gratitude is a must.
Always, always. In regards to your subject matter, I would stay on topic. The rounding up, as we so call it, of so-called troublemakers. There's no law for that to be allowed. That's infringing on my right of freedom. You can't do that. If you need, as we all say, you're known who the troublemakers are, you can monitor them, their movements and what's going on, and if they're in the process of doing something, that's when you can intervene, but you can't just lock up somebody.
Yeah.
Come on. If I deem you to be a nuisance to society, what right do I have to have you locked up? Come on.
I'm glad that you brought that angle to it, all right? Because, as I said, this topic came about because of us, a sort of prominent individual said, this is what the police should do. And I said, let me throw it out, because, you are infringing of a man's rights as well. So how do we do this? What do we do? Do we wait till they... for example, a pedophile. We know that that's what he does. Do you?
Well, exactly. This is why we are calling the pedophile thing. Wow, that's a different topic. Let's leave that one alone this morning, right? Let's leave that one alone this morning. But what I'm saying, there's many different ways of doing that. You can't lock me away for I haven't done anything. I haven't been convicted of anything.
It's like
and you want to just deny me my freedom? What kind of state is that? That we're going on a real slippery slope with that one.
It's like in the days gone by when I was a youngster, my grandma would flog me before she goes to Grenville because she knows I'm going to the river when she goes. So I have you understand?
Okay, so that's one. To me, I don't know. That's a no, right?
Okay.
You can monitor and you can put things in place in order to prevent it. And in today's day of technologies, come on, there's so much things they can do in the background that we don't even have a clue of. Communication can be monitored and you know what is being planned and what is going to be executed.
Right.
That said, leave it alone. Now, as far as the loud noise, come on, people. This is the simplest thing to do. If you are in violation of the noise regulation, seize the equipment. Come on.
Confiscation.
That one, as I would say, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Confiscate the equipment till you prove that you can be a law-abiding citizen with that equipment. You're not allowed to have it.
Right.
Simple statement of fact.
Okay.
Now,
children in.
Hold on, one last thing.
Okay.
The police knows who have licenses to operate the equipment. So if I know you, innocent, have license to operate the equipment on Thursday between 6 and 6, come on. I know. So if there is a noise coming from you, I know you're allowed to have it. Anyone else, you're not allowed. Seize the equipment, move on.
Okay.
Finish. Children in events, come on. Again, the parents need to take responsibility, yes. The promoter, the operator of the event, come on. If a child is coming here, you know that's a child. Come on. Really?
Yeah.
If you need to have proof, then tell everybody IDs will be checked at the gate. And if you cannot prove your age to be in the event, you're not allowed to enter.
Right.
Why are we even having the conversation?
Okay. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Have a good one. All right, folks. It's now 13 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
Innocent Joseph. News and information.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Introducing Tropical Catering Services.
The flavor of Grenada for all of life's moments.
From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we craft experiences you'll remember. Farm-to-table freshness, bold island flavors,
flawless presentation.
Full-service catering for every event.
Weddings, parties, corporate functions, and more.
Based in Grand Mall, St. George's, Grenada,
we bring island vibes to your venue.
Relish the moment. We handle the rest.
Tropical Catering Services.
Catering for all of life's events.
GBN Massology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0, and it all starts here. Live from GBN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GBN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and spice man's vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Massology is where the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Messology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Messology, the heartbeat of Spice Mass. Don't miss it.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Today with your
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, straight to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent Joseph. How are you doing today, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm giving thanks all the time, and I'm over the moon. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored.
All right.
In conjunction with the topics, very interested indeed. Well, every nation or institution are governed with laws. So we must obey the laws. We must adhere to the laws because they're there for protection. We cannot live like a cowboy. We cannot, forgo, or we cannot deal with a cowboy system where people just do what they want and when they want and how they want. I agree with Mr. Rolo. He always contributes and he always makes a lot of sense. However, there is one particular thing that sometimes we tend to forget. There is something called the BIBLE, basic instruction before leaving out. And oftentimes we tend to move away from the instructions that were given to us as a guidance. Because if you really think about it, we oftentimes don't want to talk about biblical stuff. We oftentimes echo the sentiments of every other thing when we know that the Bible is the book of books. All the great philosophers and other people, they got instructions, and some of the terminologies and the quotings that we do today, we got it from the Bible. So what I say is that we should definitely put a system in place in the education system where we learn ethics, where the education system where we learn the laws, and so our people can understand what is going on politically and in terms of our behavioral pattern, I think, and a more awareness of the Most High. Because when we have those things inside of us, we definitely will live better and we will do better. And it's been proven that when you're God conscious and you realize, hey, you have to love your neighbor as yourself and you have to forgive just as how God forgave you. And you live and you exercise wisdom as Solomon. Definitely we will have a better nation. Have yourself a blessed day, my brother.
Thank you. You too, my friend. Have a good one. Likewise. 435-2041. That's the number. What's your take? We go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Innocent.
Good morning. Welcome.
Why do I have to go through all this trial and tribulation, seeing so much trouble here to get a help from the government people? They say they just go and help elderly. No one has come to help me. The whole place is bushy. On top of the house, going out kind of express calling and this good. And I can afford to live in here in a place that I not comfortable. Send someone to help me. Mosquito eating me, they have like a grater. All over my skin is bombs. They don't care how they bite me. I'm not getting help from the government. I'm not getting help from them. I want help from them because when I put them there, it's for my heart. And if you vote for the heart, you're voting because you want your heart in your body. So I tell you, Innocent, I need some help here where I live. Water coming into my house.
Who's your parliamentary representative? Who is your parliamentary representative?
How you call it, Ron Reddit or whoever he is?
Okay.
He know where I live and he know the place and he know the place nothing. He never come. Once he say he come in here, he never come. Because if you're going to visit someone places, do something for them, you have to call them to notify they will be home or not. You can't say you come by them and they're not there. They're not there, you never come, but you're saying you come.
Okay.
I'm not getting help and I need some help from these people.
Okay.
My house is washing down with water because I live by the ravine. And all the water coming into my house, I'm not getting help.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any children or so?
Innocent.
Uh-huh.
If I had children, I wouldn't be talking to you here, I'd be far apart in the world.
Okay.
I would not have been living in Grenada because it's a different place you have to go when you have children. I don't have no children.
Okay.
And I have no helpers.
All
and
right.
I understand that they say that they send people to help people, but nobody one day come into this house where I live to give me a helping hand. Right. Nobody. Okay. I need help.
All right.
I know you. As I tell you, my birthday was What, gone Monday?
Yes.
You know how
90
much
years
I
old.
am?
90, yes.
Okay, and why can't I get help to help me because I have no one to help me?
Okay.
Why can't they send somebody to do something for me?
Okay, Tanti. All right, we heard you. Okay, thank you. We heard you. Somebody help Tanti. Help Tanti, please. Tanti needs help. All right, it's 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Thank you very much for taking my call, Innocent. Innocent, I try to live in a peaceful kind of free my life. You know, I have suffered for all of my life. Let me tell you, my godfather was also the executor to my parents' property, which should be mine.
Okay. Caller, hold on. Let's stick to the topic, please.
The topic is, all right, good.
Yeah, let's stick to the topic. Police.
I'm trying to tell you much about Tanti and her problem. But
I made an exception with Tanti. I gave her a birthday treat. She was 90 on Monday, so I gave her a birthday. All right, so let's stick to the topic.
I ain't too like when you ask her if she had children. But let me forget that. Anyhow, just to tell you this here. You see the loud music?
Uh-huh.
It's the police themselves. Let me tell you. Police driving taxi, police driving bus, police this, police that, police whatnot. They even encouraging the thieves, because when the thieves go and thief your land, they bring it in the police station and the police take it to go and cook and whatnot, etc. The problem is here, and watch me, let me tell you, I'll be frank. Dr. Keith Mitchell and the police, if Ghostbusters are alive, Ghostbusters are able to tell you. Dr. Keith Mitchell, when the police confront him for an increase in salary, he encouraged them to buy taxi and bus and whatnot and get involved, so they go make the extra money that they're looking for. I ain't disagree with the gentleman, you know, because I love him. Because despite the fact that a few wrong things, all of us, none of us is perfect. But the truth is, he encouraged the problem. But let me forget that, them time passed. But no, this present situation that we living in here, we encouraging it more than ever. I see a policeman driving a car with a cell phone in his ears and talking right on what you call that post highway. I come and see another policeman stand up on duty and a loud music playing with a vehicle on Granby Street in town, and he turn it back. I see a busman coming down on Halifax Street and waiting at no bus stop, and the police operating there. The bus coming, I won't call the name of the bus, but the bus is owned by a policeman. You know what happened? The bus stopped picking up people, the policeman turn away and walk away and go. So I'm not blaming every policeman, but I am saying here that the police have a hand in this lawlessness that's going on in Grenada. And let me tell you, before I go, watch me. I'll be frank with you. I see watching you sometimes on television, and I find as if you operating like a woman. Always showing a fingernail. Always showing a fingernail. Always talking to people, your hand up, your fingers up in the air, your fingernail. What are you doing that for? You're not a woman, you're not a grandma girl. Watch me, innocent. Watch me. You can be a Calypsonian boy. You're not a true, authentic guy boy. Boy, watch. And even the other one who coming on the To The Point program. You're taking all the program for yourself.
Caller, thank you. Thank you. I think you should learn that old saying, criticizing the cook in the kitchen could be hazardous for your health. Come on, Jared. I'm a patient guy, you know. Very, very patient. As a matter of fact, it's 8 o'clock. This is where we end the program. All those of you who called and made your contributions to the program, thank you for being a part of the program this morning. And, I've learned to accept and appreciate the fact that there are all kinds of people in the world, and I'm living in the world, so I have to learn to live with everybody. Thank you. That's it for the program. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great, great day. Yeah, I'm a glamour girl. That's a new one. I cry.